And I'm back. And We Curious is here. So as I was telling everybody else before you got here, is that um, since one of the pins were missing off of this, I already did the swap. This is the other one that's on here now. And I was gonna go and put that one solder ball back on, I only have leaded solder balls, and I'm assuming that this is probably lead-free solder balls on here, and it's not good to mix them, especially because they'll all melt at different temperatures at that rate, and there can be some complications because of that, and especially with there being some lead-free on the pads and mixing it, there can be some issues like that. So I just omitted trying to put a solder ball on, and they were shared pins anyways, just power pins. Um, it is hopefully going to be fine as long as we don't run too much power through it. But yeah, the hard part is already done, um, and it
So what's the
seems
next
to have
step?
gone. Well, the next step is to remove everything on here that was protecting it. Hopefully, it didn't melt any of the connectors, and then we're gonna connect things up, power it on, see what we get for a video output and stuff. And when I go to cover these things, I always do a layer of capped on tape and tinfoil, then capped on tape again, just to make sure that things are protected. So hopefully nothing is actually melted. It looks like it's good so far. I mean, if anything, this was the piece that I was most concerned about because it is all plastic. I'll probably have to take some time to clean off some flux too, but now, so let's take a vote. Who thinks that this will power on and work?
Not me.
I'm hopeful. I'm recording too.
Who thinks that this is going to be an utter failure?
Me.
I kind of do as well, but I always doubt myself. So, I mean, I guess I shouldn't take my own vote in on that then. How about this? Let's a 1 in the chat if you think that's gonna work, a 2 in the chat if you think it's gonna
I
fail.
can't chat.
Imagine if it's something stupid like it works, but the IPL doesn't run because of some like obscure bug.
What is IPL stand for?
Initial program loader. It's
Yeah.
actually IBM terminology.
To adjust my fucking capture card to take the composite input in.
Mhm.
I really wrapped this up. I'm glad I did too because everything else seems to have survived perfectly. You know that one stream when I got the RVTH in and Gerbilsoft was helping me with doing stuff, and then I went to go put on a NAND socket on it so I could play with it, and then the thing fucking never started up after that. I never bothered to tape anything off before doing that, and
I don't
I
remember
really
that.
regret that. Yeah. Figured, fuck it, it'll be fine. It's just the NAND chip. But yeah, I think doing that might have been what killed it. Well, if this does work, then this will be the first reported success of putting a engineering sample onto a GameCube.
I think it's the first reported attempt.
Yeah, probably. But we need to find more of those ocean boards. And a turtle board if we can. I want to try to get that one working that We Curious sent me. It's got quite a bit of damage to it. I'm going to have to hobble together a couple of them. And considering all the other ocean boards I've at least seen pictures of, have all had some sort of damage to it one way or another. I think that we will be able to get it to work. But We Curious said that he had hooked it up to his Wii and it fried the Wi-Fi card. And that's kind of interesting. I wonder why that did. If that's going to be like that with all of them or something. Is it still warm? Barely. Just enough for me to hopefully get this off. Try that. I don't want it to be too warm because if I do, then putting isopropyl alcohol on it will just take all the heat right away. And if it cools down too quickly, and have some problems. It seems like it's cooled down enough where it'll be safe. I don't see it evaporating straight off the board, so that's a good sign. Heat spreader is a little bit of a cleaning. Sure. That's pretty good. 1 second. Well, it looks like I probably will have to take Larson's apart.
Why?
For the front panel, I don't think We Curious included it in the box. Am I correct, We Curious? Was that included in the box? I don't think it was. But let's go over here. Can you do a stream of disassembling Larson's? Yes, I will do with Larson's once I get the Pi Pico. And
It's
because I'm
shipped
going to be
already, by the way.
installing
I can
that.
give you the tracking number if you want it.
No, not worried about it right now, but so yeah, I think I'm gonna have to take Larson's apart to to get the front panel.
Why do you need the front panel?
Shouldn't I need it? Right? I don't know. I haven't done much work on GameCube, so
Hang on, let me see if Extrems is online. Okay, he is. I'll ask him. He'll definitely know. Okay, I've asked him in WeGC.
I mean, I don't see a power button on here otherwise, right?
He says it depends. Yeah, he's typing more.
Ooh, this is going to be an issue. I've got to find that. I've got to find my other fucking adapter to go into my capture card for composite video. I have no idea where it is. I would figure that would be in my drawer here, but
Okay, Extrem says that if the GameCube has the 1.0 IPL, it will hang before outputting anything if there's no drive connected. If it has the 1.1 IPL, it will display an error.
okay, well then I'll just take apart Larson's, so then I don't have to do this floppy shit either. 'Cause I really don't like that. And I've got to find that adapter cable. Wherever the fuck it is. Would figure that I would have had all of this shit set up and ready ahead of time, right? Hope that's not the way I do things. I fail at life. Oh. Gotta find my fucking adapter. I'm trying to do a little bit of cleanup here in the process, so give me a moment. Wonder where that would be. And the thing is I know I was just fucking fiddling it in my hand just like a week ago, so no idea where the fuck I put it though, because I've done so much work in my office and everything. I wish I had a composite, a component video able for the GameCube. That would make things a hell of a lot easier.
Is this a DOL 001 board or a 101?
Let's see here. Well, I know.
Does it have
Well,
the
it has all three of the things on the bottom, so
does it have the
I mean,
digital component out?
digital component out.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We'll show the ports.
You mean the ones on the back?
Yeah.
It's got all the pins in that socket.
Yeah, it has it. Because I was gonna say if it was a 101, which it's not, that I think would guarantee that has the newer IPL, and so you wouldn't have to plug the drive in to get output. But if it's an older one, you might have to do that because apparently it hangs before outputting.
This is going to be a real pain in the ass if I can't find my other adapter, though.
Okay,
I wonder.
there we go. My mic's
Oh,
working.
I wonder if I can just only plug in one of the cables and just get mono color out of it, maybe. If all else fails, that's what I'll fucking attempt to do, but I've got to find the adapter. I don't know where I would have put it. I'm going to take my headset off for a minute while I go and frantically look around my office for this adapter, so hold on. Okay, I found it. That didn't take as long as I thought it would. So, plug that in. Let's get this up on the screen. And let's take apart Larson's. Oh, whoa, what the hell happened there? Oh, that's what that was from. That little fucking black little piece of plastic arm that was on my desk here. Oh, here it is. That's where that came from. Was this little switch here that got broken shipping. So I guess with that, then this won't ever detect that the cover is closed. So I might end up having to disassemble my wife's GameCube to find out for sure. Where's my other screwdriver? So how is everybody doing tonight otherwise?
I'm doing well.
Everybody else having a good time in here?
Yeah.
Right back.
Luckily, the GameCube that Larson sent me is looking to be the same model. Because it wasn't, the first one had the 3 expansion ports on the bottom, and then later revisions only had like 1 or 2 expansion ports on it or some shit like that. I'm not super familiar with GameCube at all. Isn't that the case of it? Hi, Oski. Nice to see you here.
Oh my god, I found it. I'm all right.
Let's screw this out. It looks like the Wii Mini server is back up too. Let's get this on here. Channel on. And the optical drive. That bitch in place. So, Larson, even though you're muted, you'll never be able to properly close this anyway since you busted up, the lid fucking, detection fucking switches there. Get this in place just for the shits and giggles of it. And that there. I might close this up just so we can say that it looks pretty and it isn't all flopping around and airflow is the way that it should be. I actually, let me see if I can find my wife's GameCube and plug that in and just confirm that video output is working. Hold on a second. And this is my wife. The cable is right here.
You need to lick the dust off that GameCube.
Yeah, I'll wipe it off quickly. It's been sitting up on the top shelf in our living room for a while. Cobwebs like crazy. Good enough. Power cord. Here. Okay. Let's power it on. Okay, so we get video output correctly. Okay, moment of truth, boys. Moment of fucking truth.
I'm recording.
Oh, okay. Hey, let's see what this bitch does.
Oh,
Hey!
oh,
Hey!
holy shit!
It fucking worked.
That came up so
Hell
fast.
fucking yeah. Can you fucking believe that?
That popped up so fast.
Yeah, I thought that was a little odd as well. Let me get my GameCube controller here.
How early before final is this chip?
About a year or
Fucking hell.
Choose system settings now. Yes or no?
yeah.
Is there anything obviously different to release?
Hey, it's 2054.
Hey, let's
Oh, yeah.
Let's throw in my my memory card. It's blank right now, but
So, in order to get the exact revision of the processor from the PVR, which Extrems was asking about, and also just to see that there is something different from Final, you're gonna have to run something on here. So I know there's clkspeed.dol from the diag disk. I don't remember if that. Yeah, it does. It displays a string with the processor revision. And on final it's 2.4, I believe. So we can compare with that. Yeah. Do you have a? I'm not sure if Swiss would be able to launch it, or if it has like the same problem as the homebrew channel where it doesn't like official. Or no, it wouldn't because Swiss is also used for loan games. Yeah, that should be fine.
I don't have any way to run homebrew yet. But Larson is sending a few Pi Picos over, so I can install one onto his, and then I can use it on here, and then we can do that. Unless you want me to send the board back to you sooner than that. That's my only thought that I have right now. But like, holy fuck, I'm actually kind of surprised that this worked out perfectly. Like, soft mod it.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's exploits
Soft
to run
mod it with what
Swiss.
though?
There's exploits to run Swiss from a memory card in certain games. I don't know if you have. I don't know if you have any of those though.
What was it?
I do have Animal Crossing because Larson sent it to me.
Oh, I think that is one of the ones.
What?
Isn't the disc chipped?
No, it's not. And the optical drive's fucked up anyways because of shipping and stuff. The pins to when the lid has been closed are busted.
You could hold it manually.
No, but like the actual pins that detect, it being pushed down. Oh, hold on. I guess I'm not showing you. This is the pins that get detected. Like the metal striker is fucking, off of it too. So I'd have to like hit it with some tweezers or dick around or just take my wife's one apart, which I'd prefer not to do. But yeah, I think it's better off just to wait until I get the Pi Picos in, which should be here in just a few days. Larson said that they've already shipped, and then from there we can go a little bit more wild. But I mean, hell, fucking, this is quite awesome. We've got an engineering sampled GameCube running here, which I honestly didn't think it was gonna fucking work out so easily. I got it soldered on within 20 minutes. I figured that was going to be an hour and a half long project, but cleaning off the old solder off the PCB went quite swimmingly. So, um, does anybody have any other ideas? Like, is there any
do you
way
have
to?
do you have any
Go ahead.
GameCube games?
I have Animal Crossing.
Yes, you can do Animal Crossing. There's an
Right.
exploit. You just need to copy it onto that. Oh, but to you
I
can.
can't read disk.
Oh, okay, yeah.
'Cause
Well, I
busted.
just have another question for anyone who knows about the save exploit. I'm assuming he doesn't have an SD Gekko, so could he bake a doll into the same exploit?
Repeat that. I'm sorry. I do have one of the fake SD geckos.
Oh yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
But we also
Oh, yeah, I
have
do
the
too.
file to card tool now, thanks to you. That can't we just insert exploits to that as well?
Well, I mean, the way
That's
to write.
different than
Yeah.
there is a specific tool, I think called file to DOL or DOL to GCI that
Right.
the exploit uses, and I think Swiss also can use it. Which I looked and it does seem to be just different from Nintendo's method, which was just to put a raw file after the directory header that just had the file name and in the file name.
Shut this off. We
Well,
curious wants to
since
see.
you have Animal Crossing disk, SD Gecko, and of course a Wii to write the memory card with, if you can get disk reading working, and assuming Animal Crossing doesn't crash on the CPU or something, you should be able to run it.
Okay, right here is where the switch is. That is wherever I just put the other
And
part of it.
and
Yeah,
just in
that's
case,
busted apart. I could take the time to try to reassemble and fix it, but I don't think it's going to be worth it, considering that one of the actual things is broken. I would have to fucking try to super glue it back together, and that's not really worth it. I mean, at that point, it would be easier just to take apart my wife's one and use that instead. Although, funny enough, is to this board, it only has actually, I can probably just sort these fucking pins. That might work. That might be even fucking easier. So, can't see those pins there at first, so let's try that out. I can find my serrated tweezers. Here they are.
imagine just using like a like single throw switch. Just like I need to turn my drive on, off.
Um, if does someone have the Animal Crossing exploit handy?
Yeah,
It's linked in.
It's linked in voice.
Okay. Which one?
The
Is
GitHub
it-
link.
Okay, I've
Oh,
got
voice,
it.
normal
Need to download.
text channel.
Extreme says, "Don't be surprised if Swiss thinks it's a Wii."
Okay.
There's a lot of games that have exploits.
So what? These put these on an SD card.
Does anyone have like a guide for how to do the GameCube save exploits?
I do know
Okay.
one, if you give me a moment.
I've got to find a way to. A small fucking Maybe I can do this another way.
Yeah.
Sucks that that's busted though. What I could always do is just quickly solder these pins and bridge it and then plug it back in, and then whenever it's powered on, it's always gonna think that there's a game in. I think that might be my best approach at the moment. You guys remember when I did do the Wii and Wii Mini transplant, and that fucking worked? The excitement that there was at that moment.
When was
That
that?
was
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
cool. That was a
Yeah,
fucking
Just
cool
seeing if I
day.
knew it. Like,
Get my fucking solder. And I can make this even more easier for myself. No, just squeeze these pins together so I don't have so big of a fucking gap to bridge with solder. Okay. Should be bridged now. This little bitch back in.
So the pre-production chip was able to be working on the first try, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I know. I was fucking quite shocked, especially
I
that
heard you.
we got screen output the instant on power on. I was not expecting that. Okay,
That's pretty
so for this
remarkable.
exploit, do I need to have an SD card of a certain size to be able to do this
So
exploit?
the good news
The
is that
smallest one I have
my roommate
this.
has a GameCube as well, but he doesn't use it. So maybe he'll let me just swap the drive out to fit it, and then we can benefit because he can play Luigi's Mansion or whatever. He's just really busy with his girlfriend lately. That's all that matters
Okay,
to him anymore.
so good. The smallest one I have is the 256. And I can try with that.
That should be fine, I think.
Okay. It is the
Hi,
same disc.
Oski.
Hi, Lawson.
Should I have it fat 16 or 32?
32, I believe.
Yeah, 32.
I just figured out how to get access to Bob. What is Bob, you may ask? Box of broadcasts for BBC.
How did you get access to that?
I'm not telling you.
Okay, and
You're gonna
then
get arrested.
just copy those two directories from the Animal Crossing exploit thing onto the root of the SD card, I'm assuming.
If that's what the guide says, I'm pretty sure.
I'm not reading a guide. I'm kind of depending upon other people because I've got
It's
some
quite
things
simple
to try
though.
to manually do. And I've got to put some kind of a doll on here. Anybody know where?
So for the exploit, there's two GCIs you gotta put on an SD card for your Wii or whatever you're gonna use to write it to your memory card.
Huh?
There's the two folders. Each of them has a GCI file for the region, which in this case it's gonna be
Okay.
what the hell is it? GAF.gci.
GCI. Okay. And I'll
And you
probably
have
want
to
to do that in Wii mode, correct?
yes.
Just copy it to a normal fucking
SD
memory
card.
card, or
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 memory card,
use
yeah,
the
just regular memory card, and you have to have it's one of them is the normal save file for the game, and the other one is the NES game like icon or an icon item. Oh, good God!
yeah.
Kind of annoying that they're both named the same thing from in both folders.
I might just prepare it and zip it for him.
Yeah.
Make it easier.
Okay, and the town one, use Gafe as well.
Both are
Yes.
Gafe.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, I need
There.
both exploits from the NES game and the town.
Yes, both are
Yes.
Gafe.
I'm sorry, two people spoke at once.
Yeah, you use the same name file from both folders.
Okay, so then I'll just rename one of them so I can fit them both in the thing. Okay, let's do this.
They should stay in their folders originally, though. So there should be one file in each folder.
Yes, but for me to restore them using the GTMM, I've got to put them both in the MC backup folder.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had to rename one of them.
At least that's what it says on all of the guides I found.
Let's see how this works out.
Hmm.
Where's
If
my
it works,
fucking-
then cool, but
Okay, switch video mode again. Okay. In my where is my sensor bar wire? Restore a so I need to put both of these onto the memory card, both of these exploits, correct?
Yeah.
So restore complete. And, oh, it's saying that it already exists though.
I find it interesting. You need a newer console to hack an older one.
Okay, so I can't put both of them on my memory card. It's not letting me. One will overwrite the other. So which one should I go with?
they should be different saves.
Well,
Because there's an NES game save and then there's a town save. They'd be two different blocks.
unless I somehow fucked something up. Let me. I might have.
Try the 7-zip I sent. That should work.
Okay, I think I know what I might have did. Let me try this out. Hold on. Okay, yeah, that's what I did. I copied the town file over twice.
Oh, well done.
Well.
Wait, how are you going to do this if you don't have Animal Crossing? I mean,
He does.
oh yeah, the working disk drive. You're just going to copy it over.
He has Animal Crossing.
Oh, that's right. This fucking disk drive doesn't work at all.
Oh shit.
Fuck. So I do have to take my wife's apart.
I mean, you can just put it back afterwards. So no harm done.
I'm glad I pointed that out for you.
Okay, so yeah. I'll
Yeah,
have to
good
take
thing
my
you did say that.
apart.
Your voice is so calm, Oski. It's like the wind.
Thank you? Question mark.
Ah, my name is Oski.
Larson, please don't.
I could continue,
Wow.
but not to. It'd be funny.
I'm only being quiet because of the time.
It's funny.
Town Data. Lovely name.
It's funny
So those
because
are both.
you already said that it would not work, and then you had it escape you.
Okay. So let's for just shits and giggles. We'll try it anyways. Maybe fucking it's plot is adjusted correctly.
I really wish there was
Really
a
doubt
safe.
it.
I really wish there was a safe exploit for the IPL. I'm guessing there isn't one because it's not like there's a whole lot of code to look for one in it. I'm sure somebody's done that already, but it would be very convenient if there was.
Right.
Someone should write a very convoluted fuzzer.
A what fuzzer?
Convoluted, like a hardware, like there's like a harness you plug in and it unplugs a memory card virtually a bunch of times.
When I think of
Trying
fuzz,
to
it's
find some crap.
scanning for directories on a site.
Hey,
What would
it
it
read the
do?
disk. I didn't have to
Oh.
adjust the plot.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
Perfect.
on your wife's
Fuzzing, the
GameCube or
method of
mine?
finding bugs.
This is yours, Larson.
Wait, what? Dick?
Yes.
No way! Awesome. But
Okay.
be careful because the laser might be too high, but it's good that we actually double checked. That's even better than me pointing it out.
Okay. So, what do I need to do to get this exploit to run? Then I'm sure I have to like walk somewhere specifically or
I'm
talk to
pretty
someone.
sure you need to launch an NES game.
Yeah, you have to
Okay.
go into your. Oh yeah, that's right. You have to create a town first.
Well, we're loading a
Well, the
town.
town already exists.
Oh, the town exists. Okay.
I think where it's on a different console.
No,
It's behaving
actually,
different.
the save file for NES stuff is different from the one that is for the town. Basically, the
Yes,
thing
Larson,
is
we copied it.
the basically they take advantage of an unused feature to load NES
Okay.
ROMs
Okay.
from the
Okay.
game.
Okay.
I knew them.
Stop.
Bye, Larson.
So, press the L button, the R button, the Z buttons all at once to quit playing. Okay. Success
Yeah,
now.
it's
Exit the NES and
So
wait.
it's not an embedded NES ROM. That's cool.
probably gonna go to a black screen when
Dog.
you do this.
Yeah.
It shouldn't, hopefully.
I mean, there's nothing on the. There's
Oh, I forgot what button it told me to press to
L,
exit
R,
out of
and
it.
Z.
L, R, and Z. Okay.
And now just wait.
Oski,
There we
you
go.
keep making funny noises.
Oh, my
I
phone's
didn't
on
have
my microphone. I didn't even realize.
I
I think the
didn't
game is that.
I didn't end up putting a doll onto the SD card, so it
Oh,
didn't load anything. So
Oh,
now it's put a doll on the SD card. Okay.
4 years left.
Bitches.
coffee, Cheetos, chicken.
The 3DS is 11 years old next year.
Meanwhile, after leaving jury duty on Wednesday, and I got out of an 8-week trial, woohoo! I found out that someone I was in a conference meeting with on Tuesday at work had tested positive for COVID. So far, I've been testing negative, which is good.
Hold on, gamer. Let me just get ready for you. Hope you have fun.
So what exactly is the exploit? Is it just something in the memory card file?
It is this.
It's a custom NES ROM that
Okay.
runs, and it just does the exploit.
It's like a custom NES ROM and a little bit of like save scripting because it does an auto save right here.
Well, did it actually succeed?
It's going
Yeah.
right
We'll
now.
know in a second.
Oh,
Oh, it
There.
is.
Yes!
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Finally!
So you know what fixed it? Me
Now
joining.
let's just for shits and giggles, we'll run this on the one with the engineering sample.
yeah.
Okay.
At least
And here's
confirm
where
that
we find out that LibOGC doesn't work on it.
yeah.
That'd be funny.
That took way too long
2 hours of work.
for a single donut.
We need. There should be a simple way to patch official goals.
We're still not quite there yet because we don't have room for Swiss, and Delta GCI cannot run clkspeed, so Foxa is suggesting that we try the swap idea next.
Yeah,
If I remember
I'm
correctly-
thinking that.
If I
Well,
remember
that
correctly,
or
sorry.
that or the fucking SD to SP2.
Oh
I
yeah,
meant Pat. Oh yeah.
that's right. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
That's
This is
what
I'm
completely unrelated, but the PS2 can actually run programs from a memory card directly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I use it a lot.
I
I
meant
have, like-
patching dolls to just kind of have that homebrew start. There's probably too much like library shit inside of the official dolls.
Is this the other GameCube now then?
I just want.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. It's the other GameCube. Blue. I just want to know
See.
how little of a difference it is causing that to break between the official and the LibOGC dolls.
Maybe we can patch the Open Homebrew channel to not fuck up when you try to run SDK dolls.
I have converted SDK built applications to run in Homebrew channel, but it was like a very small subset of them. I
Hopefully
got
this will
the
work.
one trip, the
Maybe
one
we can-
try.
Maybe we could just port Swiss to the Wii and replace the Homebrew channel with Swiss because it's way better.
What is Swiss?
It's don't.
It's basically homebrew channel on steroids for the GameCube.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Success?
Okay, so
It
we've gotten this
worked.
far. Okay. So I guess what I should do is put a boot.dol on my micro SD card, and then I'll put in the SD to SP2. I assume boot.dol in the root.
Fucking.
Jesus Christ, there's a lot of people.
Oh, we've
was a
had
big
way
event.
more before.
When the leaks were out, like in 2021, the VCs were massive.
Yeah, we got almost 100 people in it at one point.
Mm.
I think it might be safe to say that the engineering sample chip is basically identical to the final. Any
There's only
differences
a
may
year
just be in
difference.
debugging. I don't know.
I mean, I
Actually,
guess
that's an idea. Run 0601. If possible. Like any differences in the CPU would probably be picked up by the GameCube diagnostics disc.
yeah, we've been trying to run clkspeed.dol.
Okay.
Now, the only reason why I think that what Foxlet is suggesting might not work with, swapping out to the SD Gekko on slot 2 is because then it goes to try to save the game. So that might create a little bit of an issue, but I'll still try it anyways.
Maybe swap it once it's saved, or tried to save. Unless that goes into itself.
Yeah, Foxes says the exploit runs before saving.
Boy, this thing fucking sits in here really loose, though.
My GameCube does not have serial port 2.
I mean, as long as it fits and doesn't fall out instantly, it should be fine.
Well, if it doesn't fit, you
I
must.
probably would have checked for that before putting the cover back on.
Yeah.
What? If it'll
If it
fall
fell
out?
out, yeah.
I mean, the cover would hold it in, wouldn't it?
I don't know.
Also, what color is that GameCube? Because it looks blue to me.
It's a normal Indigo one. It's just weird lighting.
So the camera's making it look blue for some reason.
It's like those. It's like that glass that appears blue in one light and it appears like pink purple in another.
I thought it was
Oh,
just
that's right. I
purple.
want to
Black
put the
and white and
IPL
gold.
loader on this.
Yeah.
That's right.
I didn't
Hold
know
on.
there were blue GameCubes. That just sounds dumb, but I've always seen
Mine's
purple ones.
indigo.
You didn't
It,
know there were
it
blue
really looks like
GameCubes?
my blue DSi.
Like, I've seen the silver and the purple ones, I just didn't know there was a blue one.
I thought the blue one was the most common.
I think it's different for the countries, I guess.
There was
I don't-
no.
I
Sorry,
don't, when I got my GameCube, I had one that was blue.
Oh,
there was no blue GameCube, but there was a like the original prototype design from pre-Space Probe 2000 had a blue version.
I don't know. I just walked into Best Buy one day and asked for a GameCube, and they just gave me a blue one.
Also, a fun fact: in the U.S. and Europe, there's only the gray GBA player. In Japan, you get one that matched any color GameCube.
I swear there was some weird glitchiness just now with the title screen. Like it felt like it like I guess it might have just been the video, but like I saw the grayscale for a second and it sped ahead a few frames.
That might have been when I was switching the
Oh,
video
okay.
cables.
Yeah.
Would you like to play Screams of the Damned?
Big bucks, no whammy. Stop.
if this works, I'll be quite surprised.
It's not doing it.
Is this
Maybe
the
swap it later.
The hell? Save and quit. Okay, we'll do it again.
How is it going to save to the card if there's...
Okay, so
Yeah, Fox says it might need more precise timing.
Oh, you powered off the system.
well, the
without
IPL loader
the
can
password.
run off of the SD2 SP2, right?
Yes.
Okay, well then I've got that started, so let's count on that.
As long as it doesn't fall out.
You powered off Animal Crossing without saving properly.
Oh no.
Oh, it's not going to have a go at you, is it?
Animal that.
Because that will just
Tom.
take too much time.
You ready to hit the town?
November 28th, 2030.
Just to be
Yeah.
clear, what we're trying to do is we're trying to run a program that shows the revision of the CPU on the one that's got the engineering sample CPU in it, so we can confirm that is a pre-release version, and we can see what pre-release version it is.
Yeah, I thought Rossetti's
Ah,
gonna
fuck
get
you,
angry.
Rossetti.
Yeah, I think SD2 SP is best option.
I've never actually seen this dialogue.
I've been trying to play Modern Warfare 2, and like every lobby I've joined has been modded.
That sounds great.
Yeah, it's fucking brilliant. I love hacking. Oh, and they've
Mm.
patched the pause menu so you can't even leave.
Oh, great.
Fucking hell.
What, can you only just power it off?
You can go back to the dashboard, but you still have to restart the game.
Fuck you, Rossetti.
I'm surprised we haven't seen him more.
I mean, I think we've been saving.
Imagine if, for some reason, the exploit required that you go through Rossetti's dialogue every time before you could run over.
Oh,
I
that'd
found
be
something
awful.
that will just load from SD Gekko or SD2 SP2. Like it'll load a file named autoexec.dol.
I remember someone in GBA 10 years ago was like, they should do, because this is in the context of like the cube. Oh shit. Oh, this is in the context of like the cubic ninja exploit for the 3DS. They're like, they
Well,
should do,
that certainly flashed a lot more on the screen.
yeah, I think it might have gone farther trying to look for devices, and then it got to the S2 to SP2, and that's when it launched it all and then reset. So what doll's on there right now, Swiss?
Maybe
IPL
I
dude.
forget what I put on there
I think
last.
you
What
said
the
it was
fuck?
IPL
What the
dude.
fuck?
Yeah, the
Whoa.
IPL loader.
Whoa, 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 whoa! What was going on with the
What?
cube animation there?
I didn't see
Why?
that. I didn't see that. What the
What was
hell was
wrong?
that?
The
I didn't.
cube like the cube did something it does not normally do. It like
I didn't. Oh, I didn't
Wait,
see
wait,
it.
wait. Let me get the replay buffer.
What was it?
okay, it's not doing it
Were you
now.
holding A?
So what did it look like it was doing?
It was like tilting to the sides.
Like that?
Oh, okay, so you can do that. You can interrupt the holding A and then load the disk normally. Okay, so it was just
Yeah,
that.
you can start and then say never mind. You can say
Yeah.
never mind and play your game.
Yeah,
Foxa
okay.
Foxa is
Yeah.
asking Foxa is asking if you named the file IPL.dol on the SD2 SP2 SD card.
Yeah, okay. It did just the cube did just
Okay,
rotate.
wait. Name IPL.dol on the SD card.
Yeah.
Okay, well I do that then. Is that what it needs to be?
Yes, I guess.
Yes, full stop.
And I might as well put clock speed on here too. Somebody have just the clock speed doll? I'll put the Swiss doll on here as well.
So is this what you're going to be accessing through Swiss?
Yeah.
Ah,
Clock
okay.
speed. Thank you, Lethal.
This is GameCube clock speed. I checked.
Yeah, the GameCube clock speed uses the RX font, the Wii one uses the wrong font.
What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. There is also. Oh my god! Fucking. Let me drag it onto the.
I've been in the call for 3 hours. Jesus.
Yeah, my recording said 3 hours 17 minutes.
Jeez. And we're almost barely there.
Yeah.
Almost barely.
Oh, we've at least got progress.
Do we know what the
Quite a bit
CPU
of
rendition
progress.
for the standard system is?
Can you repeat that, sorry? Regular is either DD 2.4 or DD4. Yeah, let me get that.
I
Because
hope
it
you have
was
a good time.
a specific letter revision of the DD 2.4 terms right here. Actually, just ignore ignore the it's a we part. That's just in the context of Swiss. Swiss is gonna think it's a we if it's not one of those two, because it has like if PVR matches those two, it's a GameCube. Otherwise, it's a we.
So if the
What do we
CPU
do if it
has
is
something
one of
earlier,
Oh, sorry.
so the CPU has something earlier than DD 2.4, then Swiss would get really confused.
Yeah, Swiss would think it's a we. Oh shit!
Oh, thank God.
Finally!
Oh my
Finally!
god.
Clock speed, clock
Okay.
speed.
Oh my lord.
Nice.
Oh!
DD 2.0 or
Me
DD 1.0? Ta-da!
Holy shit!
A winner is you.
For a
No,
six
no, run
star.
it on the other one to see it
I
to
just want
see
to
it
get
show the
soda
final
for-
revision.
Okay,
I just want
I
to get a
will.
soda for like 2 seconds. What happened?
Holy crap.
Let's
what now?
go. We celebrate.
Celebrate with spinning donut. No, I'm kidding.
Sell it
So
as a
there's
rare
that's the
GameCube
word
with
in
early
celebration.
CPU for $5,000.
Oh, my wife's one doesn't have the slot for it.
Oh shit!
You have a Rev B. Congratulations. Mine's like that too.
And it's still going to this one?
No, the port's different.
Oh, yeah. Hmm.
In
Okay.
theory, you could do an SD to SP1, but no one has because it's used by the broadband adapter. Oh, is that a 101?
Yes.
All right, so that's missing both serial port 2 and the digital port, both of which can be restored.
Damn, they chopped both balls off.
So that can't get any
Like,
further with
I
that.
believe there are solder pads for the second serial port on the system board.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
I wonder
apart
actually,
and do that.
does Swiss have a thing anywhere where it'll show like console info and they'll say this is a wiki?
If it does that, it'd be quite good.
This is a way.
Neck reveal.
This is an N64. How do you run it?
How are you using this with an N64 controller, you bitch?
Oh yeah, are there any titles that actually do support an N64 controller wired to the GameCube? Because the SDK does seem to indicate it's possible.
Really? That's strange. I don't see why that would be used outside of early development.
I would
well-
need to extract like every leak and just grep.
Like, in most cases, if you connect a 64 controller to the GameCube directly, games will just ignore it.
I kind of want to try out the SDK of a Nintendo console. I've only tried Xbox SDKs.
I've done like the bare minimum. I did not want to mess with the IDE at all.
Okay, if I don't echo, I'll speak in here.
So what else do I want to run from this?
Maybe you could try like a final game. See
Well,
if there's
obviously,
any
Swiss does realize it's a GameCube because Serial Port 2 doesn't exist on the Wii.
It shouldn't. It's not. It's neither 2.4 or.
Go to the info tab. Oh shit! So Extrem's actually pointed out just now that the ID, like normally the CPU has a unique ID and it's blank on this one.
Just zeros.
Yeah.
So
I
what
missed
is
that.
the PS CPU exactly?
The ECID number? What is that usually used for?
Like an identifier, just to.
As
I
far
mean,
as I know,
does anything actually make use of it for anything?
I don't think so.
IBM Confidential.
IBM Confidential.
Now, he also did send me over an A16 chip, which would actually be a later revision. So this A15 is the better one. I was thinking that that might actually be A14.
It's now the year 2054.
So were these like development GameCubes?
Oh, look.
That are
Ooh, what's the PVR on the retail model?
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Model Nintendo Wii.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
it even says IPL version Wii. Like it doesn't even properly check. It's just like, oh no, this is a Wii. Who cares?
Oh,
That's
this is
great.
rare.
Yeah, ECID zeros.
Should we fucking do a pull request to Swiss to detect the engineering sample CPU?
Does Swiss still get updated?
Yes.
Oh.
Quite a lot. This is compatible with the load as well.
Oh damn.
Okay.
So, does anyone
What-
have what the PVR version is supposed to be?
Either 2 or 1.
How about now would probably be a good time to run the what the fuck you want to call it, the burn-on test.
Disk.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
diag disk.
Let me have a look at the clock speed source code, and that should have the final. That should have all the videos in.
Will this load? Will Swift load ISOs off of the SD card?
Yes.
Okay. Then I'll put that on. And we can run the burn-in. It doesn't need VCA info or anything.
No.
I've never used Swiss, so I have no idea what you can actually put on to run.
You just put it's just like using a USB loader.
Like I have a GCM, which it is an ISO, but yeah. Also, this ISO is way too
Here we
darn big.
go. Processor
Take a
version number
couple
should be
minutes.
7000 hex, the first 4 digits. Then the revision starts at 100 and is updated for each revision. Early releases of the hardware may have a processor version number of 8. And that's what we have here.
8100.
So is this the earliest that there is?
Give me another minute to copy this.
In theory, yes,
go
but
over
there's
and
probably earlier ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, because this is A15, and we know of at least A13, and then probably goes back to A10.
Oh, I see.
Well, if we can get the other ones, I'll certainly throw them on too and try them
Yeah,
out.
let me. I'll be right back. I'm gonna have a look at mine because I have a few of these. I'm gonna see if I have any earlier than A15.
Or if you just have any that are in good and usable condition, I'll throw them on a board. It's funny because Fluffy and I talked about doing this forever ago with the one that he has, and he was going to send it to me, but never did.
Was it the same one?
Oh my
Hey,
god.
guess what?
What?
I have an A13.
No way.
What?
How are the pads and balls on it?
Let me see. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Oh crap.
You guys are
Boy, if
way too
that's the fucking
technical
case,
for
then
me.
that's awesome.
Had you just never checked before? Okay, there we go. The issue's been made.
What the hell is Lone Star?
So it's a Wii CPU.
As far as I
Steps
can
to
tell,
reproduce.
sorry.
1. Swap the CPU.
Yeah, as far as I can tell, the balls are entirely intact.
Hey guys, what the hell
Are
is Lone Star?
entirely intact?
As far as I can tell, yeah. I mean, I might be missing something because I don't really know what I'm looking at here, but as far as I can tell.
Okay, feel free to send it down.
Yeah, I
If
totally
you've got
will.
a GameCube board that you want me to throw it on, then I'll do that too.
Yeah, absolutely, because I do have one, in fact. That'd be perfect.
Lone Star.
Yeah, I've seen that before. I guess that's
Okay.
another 750 CXE or something. I don't know, maybe we can find that in a fucking iBook.
It's
Reference
probably
to
some.
Spaceballs.
I mean, it's Gekko 2.0, but it's DD 1.0.
Because Markin was talking about how certain PowerPC Mac G3s have the fucking Gekko special instructions in them that you can enable through a bit in uh one of the registers.
Check for barnacle and walrus types. Check for walrus boards.
I still don't know what the fuck the walrus is.
I am the walrus.
It's a mem card, at least, I guess.
Okay, so I've got to go to my local retro store and get a bigger memory card as well. That would have saved us a lot of trouble.
I still have a fucking spinning donut on my console. My terminal.
GameCube SDK.
Nintendo GameCube.
Device does not support clean boot. What? Okay. Luigi's Mansion. Okay,
Patch
that
the
makes sense.
file.
It has to patch the doll on the fly.
Yeah,
That's the
why.
issue.
seems to be working.
Because there is no operating system to intercept the DI calls unlike on Wii games.
Yeah,
Or for that matter, the second CPU.
Okay.
all seems normal so far.
Did we confirm what this the CPU is running at for speed right now? Is it running at the 486 or whatever?
It's running at the normal 486. It's not possible for it to run anything else because it's controlled by the board.
Ah.
So it's like because it's rated for 400, it's a slight overclock even though it's running at the normal GameCube speed. It's technically being over.
Okay. Another question is, are there any official Nintendo games that do run at the higher resolution for the GameCube?
Don't think
What do you
so.
mean higher resolution? Is it higher than 480 or 525, 570, 576?
Right.
As far as I know, no.
Okay, so it's only homebrew that's able to put out the higher resolutions.
Yeah,
And not counting RVA titles that use the HD encoder.
Right. Okay. It was capable, but they just never implemented it. Most likely it was probably capable for fucking arcade type shit, maybe?
There's not enough memory to do higher resolutions with the 3D graphics processor, I think. Just for the frame buffer.
yeah, you have to do tile rendering.
Okay. So, anything else that anybody wants me to try out here?
Well, the next step, I guess, would be to burn a DVD-R with the diagnostic disc.
Yeah, that I ain't gonna bother frickin' doing. I've got nothing to properly burn disc.
Or
I
use a
might have
GameCube
a
ODE.
yeah. That will probably have to be next. Um. hmm. Those aren't too expensive, are they? Well, this will be certainly a fun little thing to test once Red B sends me his A13.
Yeah,
Now, how many of these engineering samples do you have?
I have 3 of them.
And what ones are they? An
A13,
A13?
an A13, an A14, and an A2 or something.
Okay. Well, we've already got the A15 done. Definitely the A13 is worth it, and you want to see about the A2 as well. I can probably go to my local retro store and see about picking up a couple of GameCubes, but I would pick up the earliest model one to make it be worth it. Otherwise, I think we're probably done here tonight, right?
Yeah.
Unless somebody else,
Sorry.
unless somebody wants to pull off another doll off of one of the dev disks for me to test to see whatever fucking info it puts out, as long as it doesn't have any dependencies.
Offhand, I can't really think of any that would be good to try. Fox has suggested running Linux on it. I think that'd probably be good for another time. I personally never ran a GameCube Linux before, so I don't even really know the process, but that would be something to try.
Okay. Yeah, I could certainly try doing that. Not tonight.
Yeah.
We'll probably need some preparation on that. Considering how long it took us just to fucking do this, we'd probably need a little bit of time to prepare files and get it going. And if we were to try to attempt that now, probably won't finish off till like 4 in the morning.
Yeah, I'd want to do it like when more people are around, like lethal.
Okay. I'm not sure how soon We Curious is gonna want me to send this back to him. Hopefully I can hang on to it for just a little bit to really kind of dick around with it, and we can try some more things, especially after the Pico boot comes in. And yeah, we'll go from there. Fuck. This has been wild.
This is probably the craziest thing I've ever done.
I don't know. I've done some pretty fucking crazy things, man. I mean, just the whole fucking Wii Mini swap was
Yeah.
crazy enough. But then putting on 128 and 256 megabyte NAND chips. I mean, although that wasn't BGA reballing and shit, but that was still uh, you know, kind of odd and wild to do. At least with the other things that we did, it was kind of more expected that it should work as long as the soldering went well. But yeah, the Wii and Wii Mini brain swap was definitely a lot more of a feat to do because I had to do the reballing for those as well. So that was a hell of a lot more work.
Yeah.
Where is oh, that's all the way over there. Okay. Well then I think at this point I'm gonna call it quits for the night and yeah, go to bed. I guess we'll reconvene tomorrow evening and see what more kind of cool things we can do with either this or the Wii, and yeah, have a little bit more fun. But if anybody has any ideas, um, download and prepare whatever files or drop whatever links for files in voice chat. I'll download them, uh, when I see them, and we can try a few things out tomorrow night as well. I definitely won't be shipping this out tomorrow or Sunday at least. So we have till at the very least Monday to stay around some more and try some more things. Okay, guys, this has been another awesome night, and I'll see
One
you guys
last
tomorrow
thing.
night.
Apparently,
What?
Nintendo knows the startup disc is a meme.
I wish the physical disc was found instead too. I really want to see one, but I don't think it's out there.
If we ever do find a physical disc, I fucking want it,
Me too.
and then I'll submit the disc and my startup disc Wii to a gaming museum or some shit because there's gonna be no way in fucking hell that anybody's ever gonna get, an OEM startup disc Wii anymore. I've got the very last one out there that's at least known about, but I don't think that anybody's gonna find any more. The only other way to get one is for someone to, hack it. So fucking combining that with an actual startup disc would be an amazing thing. But all right, guys, I'll talk to you all tomorrow
Bye.
evening. Okay.
Thank
All right.
you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.